Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about SOFI Technologies Inc. Sofi Technologies. I mentioned yesterday, Sunday, I made a video talking about SoFi, and in that video, I mentioned one specific thing that could be bullish for SOFI, and that one thing is the CEO himself buying the dip. You can check that video out, SoFi FinTech. If you like money, watch this. In that video, I specifically mentioned like this guy, this CEO, Anthony Noto, he loves buying the dip. He bought it at 690 last time, ran up to 1050 plus before coming right back down to where we are right now at around $7. And this guy, on the 3rd of this month, guess what he did? Can you guess? This is what I've been waiting for. I already alerted this in the premium Discord, and now we're just sitting on it. This gave me the confidence. I was waiting for this. I'm like, man, if the CEO is not buying the dip here, then I why should I? Why should I at that point, right? And he did buy in at 690. I bought in at 710, somewhere around there, or 70. No, wait, 706. My bad, 706. He bought in at 6.9. A for acquired 28,775 shares on the 3rd. So as soon as I saw this morning, I'm like, yep, this is what we were waiting for. For those of you who don't know, this guy just loves buying the dip on his own company, and it's just a matter of the strategy is pretty simple. If he buys, I buy. We hold for the next move to a dollar, not a dollar, to $10. Essentially, is what we're waiting for. But that also depends on what the market's gonna do as well. If we're in a bear market, then Anthony Noto buying the dip might not mean much of anything. But for the time being, we are up already. It's out at what 720 right now, and he owns quite a lot of shares. So keep in mind he buys and he sells. So he does sell on the pops, and then he buys the dip again. And guess what? Let's do the same thing. Why not? And for those of you who didn't check out yesterday's video, the stock is slowly but surely rising here. It is right at weekly. Was it monthly? Weekly? Yeah, it's at monthly support, as you can see here, right at monthly support. Weekly, it'll be a little more clear that we are at support as well. Do keep in mind that this is the weekly chart, so it's going to take a while to play out. You'll notice it is slowly falling lower and lower. What we're looking for here is possibly just a flip to 730, 740. This is a descending triangle on the weekly, so that's why I'm saying like, hey, I'm buying today, but I might flip it. Maybe not. Maybe I decide to hold it because if he's buying, he's the CEO. He does a great job at buying dip, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here, and I'm gonna buy it and hold for the next move when this thing does beat on earnings. For the most part, besides the most recent earnings, for the most part, when it does beat on earnings, it does like to have these claims, these run ups, like dollar, $2, $3 run ups. So him buying just gives people and gives me confidence. And the book value of this is like what 560, $6, and they've been beating on earnings, and their revenues are incredible, especially the fact that they keep their cost of goods sold nice and low. They've been keeping it in the 200,000 range, I believe 250,000 range to be more specific. Let me see if I can pull up SoFi here on the financials. There we go. Let's look at the balance sheet. But yeah, overall, I like this stock. I like what they're doing. It's just a matter of buying the dip when the CEO buys the dip. I don't know if he has someone in his ear telling him like, "Hey, buy right now," or if he himself looks at the charts and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna buy here at the support," because he just buys at like the monthly or weekly supports. I've noticed this a lot about him. It's like he trades off of the highest time frame possible. It seems, and he hasn't been wrong yet. He hasn't been wrong yet. Every time he's bought the dip, it's always gone up a couple dollars. So, and as you can see here, quarter to quarter, it just those revenues keep going up, while the cost of goods stay in the 200,000 to 300,000 range, like 279, 299. It just that is good to see a company that continues to grow while keeping the cost of goods sold and the operating expenses low. I mean, when this thing makes billions of dollars, as long as they keep their cost of goods sold and operating expenses where they are, they're just going to be worth more as a company overall. And I'm pretty sure they have a solid balance sheet as well. Yep. They have way more assets than liabilities, net debt in the negative. So book value of 551 according to this as of quarter one 2024. Again, Everything here looks good. There's really no bad. The only bad was that they lowered guidance. But other than that, I think that's an overreaction. At the end of the day, it's a company, it's growing. Fintech, I don't think there's much more to say. I bought the dip here with the CEO. That is it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.